This video is about my most recent research publication, which is about improving the BFI-2 via alternative formats. This presentation has been presented in the Canadian Psychological Association conference. I will start with some background information. The BFI-2, or BFI-2, was created by Soto and Zhang in 2017. This is their initial paper on BFI-2. The BFI-2 is one of the most popular scales for measuring the Big Five personality traits for psychological studies. There are two major advantages of BFI-2 over its previous version, BFI-1. First, it has an equal number of positively and negatively worded items for each personality factor. Thus, it is a balanced scale, which is not the case for BFI-1. Second, BFI-2 has a hierarchical structure with each personality factor consisting of 3 facets. Here is an overview of the items in BFI-2. The number here represents different items. N represents negatively worded items. As you can see, each personality factor has 3 different facets, and each facet has an equal number of positively and negatively worded items. However, one problem with BFI-2 is the use of the Likert format with negatively worded items. Specifically, the negatively worded items are known to distort each personality's factor structure. More specifically, for BFI-2, each personality factor does not fit this 3-facet model, which is supposed to be the intended model for each factor in BFI-2. Instead, when you collect real-life data, the BFI-2's personality factor fits this 3-facet plus acquiescence bias model. In other words, the BFI-2's personality factor is best represented by a model that explicitly models the acquiescence bias, which occurs when participants agree to both positively worded and negatively worded items in a Likert scale. And this acquiescence bias was not intended for BFI-2. So how to solve this problem of BFI-2 having distorted factor structure? In our lab, we propose using alternative formats as a solution. Here, I show one of our proposed alternative formats, the expanded format. To change an items in the Likert format to the expanded format, we expand each of the agree and disagree options into a complete sentence tailored for the item. And then participants are asked to pick the option that best describes themselves. For items in the expanded format, there's really no distinction between positively worded and negatively worded items. Therefore, the problems due to the negatively worded items distorting the factor structure should be theoretically eliminated. To test this hypothesis, in our study, we randomly assigned participants to complete the BFI-2 in either its original Likert format or in an alternative format, such as the expanded format. So what do we find? In short, consistent with our hypothesis, our findings show that the alternative format had better factor structure and higher reliability compared to the Likert format, especially for the agreeableness and openness subscale. Here is a table showing the results for the agreeableness subscale for the 3-facet model, which is the intended model for BFI-2. For this indices over here, higher CFI and a lower RMSEA indicate better model fit. Higher omega indicate better reliability. As you can see, the expanded format had a better fit and higher reliability compared to the Likert format. For those who are interested in using BFI-2 in the alternative formats, you can follow the link here to download BFI-2 in the alternative formats. For those who are interested in reading our paper, here is a detail for the publication.